Welcome back. Senior military officials of India as well as China have been holding talks in eastern Ladakh, focusing on maintaining security and stability in the region. This, of course, comes at a time when there are several friction points along the line of actual control that still need to be addressed by both sides. 16 rounds of talks have already taken place between the two sides following the Galwan standoff more than 2 years ago. Let me in fact go across to Srinjoy Chaudhry for more updates on this. Srinjoy, are these latest round of talks part of the 16 rounds of talks that have already taken place to address the friction points following Galwan, or is this now a matter of routine as well? What are these specific talks about? Srinjoy Chaudhry, coming back to you. If you could just hear me, what can you tell us about the latest rounds of talks that have taken place between India and China? Are these part of the 16 rounds of talks that have already taken place following what happened in Galwan, or is this a separate issue and agenda that's being addressed here altogether?
See, this is at a lower level. It is between major generals, which means that this is not quite the 16th round. Yeah. But there are other issues that come up when these talks happen. To tell you the truth, sometimes talks happen all the time at levels between colonels, between brigadiers and major generals also. So these are to address local issues. Sometimes there are other issues that come up for talks of is yet to be sorted out. Depsang is yet to be sorted out. There is at least one other area that needs to be sorted out. But sometimes there are a lot of local issues which come up. So if there is a local issue that relates to grazers or herders going from one side to the other, or for even an instance of a vehicle moving from this side to that side. So all these issues sometimes come up. Maybe a soldier has strayed from one side to the other side. He has to be returned. So at that time, there is perhaps a talk, a discussion just to see where the situation is. So it is very important to talk. It is very important to ensure that there is peace and tranquility on the ground. So that is actually the reason why these talks take place. As far as the basic issue is concerned, the situation on the line of actual control, even today there are, 50,000-60,000 troops of the PLA there, with tanks, with guns.
So the real agenda is something that is still not known yet, but we are looking at next round of talks that will be happening between the two countries there. For the moment, Srinjoy, thanks very much for the update. We'll come back to you with more developments. You're watching the Morning News. Back after